What's up, guys? Out here with another video, and I don't know if you guys have seen this going around. It's been buzzing a little bit on the internet, and there's this guy. His name is Malik Yoba. Now, for those who don't know, he's an actor. He's a black guy. He played in one of his most notable roles is playing as a detective on this show back in the 90s called New York Undercover. That's what he's most known for. He's also known for his role in the Tyler Perry movie. I think it's called, what was it? It was a movie about marriage. I can't remember the name of the title, but it's a movie about marriage. It had like Janet Jackson in it. Of course, Tyler Perry, and they had a few other people in it. And then the movie was about this like they had like this marriage couples retreat, and they was basically trying to hash out all of their issues and all of that stuff. But anyway, Malik Yoba has basically gone on the record saying that he likes trans women. Okay, now if people don't understand what a trans woman is, it is a man who has decided to live his life as a woman. So he's saying that he is attracted to those type of people. Now, the reason why he says that allegedly is that some guy he got, I guess he was online, and he was videotaping him and his friends talking about being attracted to trans women, and this guy apparently he said that he has nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with being with a trans woman, that he's actually attracted to trans women, and I guess his friends was clowning him or something like that. They were making fun of him, and from what I've heard, and I don't know how true the story is, but allegedly this guy turned around, committed suicide or something, and they call that bullying. So I think he then went to social media, Instagram, I think, and then he says that he's also attracted to trans women, and it's nothing to be ashamed of, and that black men, we basically, in a nutshell, he wasn't saying it, like directly, but I'm basically paraphrasing. He was basically saying that black men should kind of give up this stigma about trans women, and we need to be more inclusive, and just all of the social justice warrior talk. So, but what prompted me to make this video is that I've been seeing so often where you get people like this who try to be these social justice warriors, and instead of them accepting the position, especially that black men take when it comes to like their sexuality and stuff like that, it's like people don't want to accept that black men and majority of black people really don't get too much into that lifestyle. Like that's not something that we're willing to accept, wholeheartedly. Because what was interesting was that I watched a certain actually he was being interviewed by I think it was Big Tigger or somebody on V103, and he was basically trying to explain his position on this. And my thing was that the host was not even trying to challenge him and saying, well, hey, listen, if that's something that you're into, then that's fine, but I don't think that this is something that we should be trying to make black men, or we should basically shame black men for being straight and not wanting to partake in this type of lifestyle. Because let's be honest, man, we have a lot of problems in the black community when it comes to men-woman relationships as it is. We got like over 70% of black women are single. They'll never be married, and then we got a whole bunch of black men who are locked up and incarcerated. So the thing is that we already have a shortage of black men, and for people to be upset because black men don't want to date trans women, I mean, it's like why are we listening to people in Hollywood in the first place? We know that the people in Hollywood are just weird, and we've been knowing that for decades. Ever since there's been a such thing as Hollywood, we know that they've always been into some very weird stuff. And I just hate when these celebrities come out and they try to make it seem like that, oh, well, this is supposed to be normal. Like, there's nothing wrong with being attracted to a man who dresses up as a woman and he parades around like a woman. My thing is that, and this is what gets me, but you got some black women who sit back and they agree with him that, oh, black men should be accepting of trans women to the point to where they should consider dating them. You know what I'm saying? It's not this whole, because it did start out as, well, that's just some people's lifestyle. Leave them alone. Don't bully them and all of this stuff here. And now it seems like that, oh, well, now you have to, in order to be considered a real man, you have to consider dating someone, another man who self-identifies as a woman. You see what I'm saying? So, but I just don't understand how a lot of black women are just, not just silent on it, but some black women are actually supportive of this. And some of these black women are single. So it's like you're supporting the fact that you're already losing one black man because he's transitioning as a woman. He's imitating what you are. And you're losing another black man who's actually going to that man who self-identifies as a woman. You see what I'm saying? And us as the black community, like, we cannot afford that. We already got enough problems going on with abortions, black men being locked up, the mortality rate, the black woman birth mortality rate. I mean, there's just so much going on in the black community. It's just like we don't have, we literally don't have the manpower to be out and trying to engage in trans relationships. And like I've always said before, I think that trans, when people are supporting this whole thing about trans women's rights and all of that stuff, what it does is that it devalues the woman, okay? It devalues the natural born woman because, and if you think about it, it's almost like a case of sexism, if you ask me, because a man can say, hey, listen, I can do what you do. All I need to do is shave my face and make it real smooth and start taking some hormones for about a year or so. Put on a dress, get some implants, and I'll go out there and I can get men. I can probably go out and get more men than you. You see what I'm saying? And I think that black men need to start standing up. You need to start standing up for your families. You need to start standing up for your women. And the reason why all of this is happening is because the black community, and not just the black community, the whole entire nation, but especially in the black community, we have abandoned God. And since we've abandoned God, black men have become so spineless. They don't even want to stand up and say that, hey, listen, these are some of the issues that we got going on in the community, and we can't afford for things like this to infiltrate our community. Black men, they jump right on board and they're silent. They don't say anything because they don't want the stigma and the ridicule. They don't want to be known as the angry black man, and black women don't want to be like, oh, well, I'm just an angry black woman. But I mean, let's just put the facts out there and the stats, man. I mean, I just get tired of people trying to come into the community, or they try to come into the black community and they try to tell us what is good for us. And I know people got their own LGBT, agendas and all of that type of stuff, but I just hate the fact that they try to bring it to the black community and then try to tell us that if we don't support this, then now we're bigots and now we're this and we're that. I just hate it. I really do. I really hate it. And and I was just so disappointed in Malik Yoba, but at the same time I wasn't surprised. I mean, Malik Yoba is not a Christian. So, when you're not a Christian, anything goes. You basically have this do without will mentality. But excuse me. But I just hate the fact that I have to be able to make a video like this, because I just think that this is just getting too out of control. And I feel like that Hollywood always tried to get someone to be able to be the pioneer of some of these things, which are detrimental to the black community. And I think that, us as black men, we have to get back to the word of God. We got to get back to the word of God. We got to start protecting our families again. We got to start protecting our women again. And we just got to start taking a stand. A lot of black men know that they don't support this stuff. And, these are conversations that we'll have amongst each other. And we'll say, oh, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it. But out in public, we just, we're quiet. We're silent. And this is really an attack on the black woman. It really is. When we're supposed to be out, marrying these women, establishing families and strong foundations and stuff like that, they're teaching us to go out and get with other men who self-identify as women, and I just think that is wrong. I really do. And I don't think that this is something that we should be considering, especially in the black community. Just like with just like what I said earlier, with the numbers of, black men being incarcerated and black women being single. There's plenty of black women out here, who are willing to be married. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of these black women out here, who are great catches. Not all of them, but there are some great eligible black women out here. And I think that that's what we need to start focusing on. We need to get centered around the family. But in order to do that, we have to get back to God first. Now, I know I'm probably going to get some backlash, about this video. I'm pretty sure that there's going to be people saying that, yeah, we need to do that. I agree, but I don't agree with the whole God thing. Well, hey, Malik Yoba doesn't either. So it's like you might as well be on board with him. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to go ahead and make this quick video, man. Let you guys know how I felt about that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you think that trans women in the black community should be treated like women, and we should be giving them the same respect and the same attention as natural born biological black women. Or if you think that, hey, I don't agree that we should be promoting to our men, or parading these trans women around our men, saying that, hey, we're just as available as black women. But anyway, guys, whatever your comments are, like, rate, share, leave a comment below, subscribe, and you guys have a blessed day.